Action, start! Welcome to my successful how-to videos. Today I'm going to discuss with you the older formats of digital video as they started in the 1980s. Today it's easy because there is basically one format that you put in your camera or a digital camcorder, which is the SD or the mini SD card. But back in the days, there were a lot of different formats. So I'm going to help you navigate, and the reason why I am qualified to speak, it's because I started to video film in 1988. I remember my wife booked a trip overseas, and I bought my first 8mm digital camcorder. And then over the years I have followed all the evolution. Today I am helping a lot of people convert their old tapes. So this video is going to speak about your goals, the different formats, the hardware itself, so the camcorder, the converter, the cables, even some of people want to have an old field in modern videos. And then there will be more in the description below the video. So, if you are like me and you have a drawer, a bag with a lot of videos and you don't know where to start, there are a couple of options. The first one, the most expensive, is you outsource everything. So, you send them to a company. It will be professionally made, so that will be good, but it's going to be very expensive because they charge per the minute. The second option is you buy or you rent a camcorder like this one, a small size one, and you start to identify what you want to retain. That's also valid for option number one. You may not want to digitalize, all your videos, because nobody is going to watch hundreds and hundreds of hours of video. So if your videos have been documented, as it is the case here, as you can see there is a description for each video, that helps you sort. And so when you sort and you have a camcorder, then you can decide to do it yourself, which is the third option, is, as I mentioned, you buy or you rent a camcorder and you do it yourself. So option number one, you don't bother, you send everything. Option number two, based on your capability to select, you select a few videos and you go back either to option number one, you send the few that you selected, or option number three, you do it yourself, okay, with a small camcorder. So now let's speak about format. So I'm going to move that drawer, which is damn, it's heavy because I had a lot of videos. So let's speak about formats. There were three prominent formats in the 80s and 90s. The legacy one, or the historical original, was VHS, with big tapes, big camcorder, because it was so heavy, so cumbersome, that got away quickly. And then it came the VHS-C, which is the same standard as this one, and we will see later that there is an adapter in VHS. And then other brand came with the 8mm digital. So the first thing for you is to identify which format you have. By the way, important to know, both VHS and Video 8, after a while, they came with a more powerful, a higher resolution, so the Hi8 and the S-VHS. So for example, this one, and it's not clearly written on it, but this is a Hi8 Canon camcorder. Again, important to know if your tape is a 8 or a Hi8. Then you need to connect the camcorder. So if it's only for viewing, you don't really, you can view directly on your TV. But if you want to record and have in a digital format on your computer, you are going to need cables. And again, there are many cables. You have a jack that goes here, and then you have a video output like this one, video output. So it's important that you know the difference between component and composite. So I let you Google so that you understand. So initially the cables, they were with one audio and one video. And then they became stereo with two audio and one video. And then after they went with the three video colors. And then last, hopefully I took, yes. And then last is called S-Video. So I recommend that you go online and you identify what kind of format of hardware you have between component, composite, and S-Video. If you have an Apple computer, you can go directly from the jack, so using that port here, so to the jack to the computer. If you have a Microsoft-based computer, you will need an adapter. And they sell, so on this side it's USB, here we go. And then here you can see you have one video, the two audios. There are also some format using the Firewire with different pins, so that's an additional complexity. Whatever format you have, I recommend that you have the cleaning tape. Why? Because it's fairly simple. One, over time, the tapes, they have a trend to deteriorate physically, and that introduces dust inside the camcorder. The second is that the way the recording was made, it's small magnets that are either in this position or in this position. And over time, they have a trend to move slightly because they are designed, that's the recording process, to be like that or like that. This is what is happening during the recording. But if they move a little bit over time, because they can slide, glide, then that's the reason why you have a lower quality of image. And if you are reading regularly your tape, the reader is going to realign the magnets, all the magnets that are on the tape properly. But if you have not watched the video in a long time, the magnet can be almost like that. So that's the second portion, which is going to deteriorate the quality. But this is an indispensable tool. Don't do it too much because it's slightly abrasive and it's wearing the head. Why was VHS-C so popular? It's because with a physical adapter like this one, you could put it in your standard VHS and view the tape in your big screen TV. When I say big screen from back then, of course. Those, you can find them, for example, on eBay for about $30 or $40. They are not cheap, they are kind of rare, so if you find one below that price, go ahead and buy it if you have the VHC format. Later came a format which was even smaller and which is called the MiniDV. This is the most challenging of all the formats because typically the camcorder, the MiniDV camcorder, for whatever camcorders, for whatever reason, they don't work well. So if you have a lot of those MiniDVs, I would say, well, I feel a little bit sorry. Just to give you an idea, I bought 10 of those to get only one that worked partially. When I say partially, it worked for a while and then it stopped working. So I need again to look for another one that will be able to read my MiniDV tapes or the MiniDV tapes of the people that I help. I am doing myself the conversions, but that was in the early beginning. I think I did those, I had those outsource, so two records that were important to me, and also that we gave copy to others. The challenge is that this is the DVD format, so it's encrypted. You cannot do anything with it, just sharing. So today, at the time MP4 did not exist, today you need to ask to have that, the result to be in MP4 or whatever is current, you know, because I hope that this video is going to last for a long time. But a format that you can rework yourself on the computer. Another interesting cable, it's called Peritel, very popular in Europe. That was already a very advanced cable because you can see the number of pins that are available. So the sorting out of the TV or the camcorder between sound and color was already very advanced for the 1990s. I also do 8mm, Super 8 and 16mm video conversion. So it's very easy. I don't film myself, but when I see, when I can buy a film with a topic of interest, I use my projector and I have the three formats. I project on a screen, and then with my digital camera, which is side by side, I record on the digital camera the film. It's that easy. And if you want to see some of my work, you can go to the CARANDTRAIN channel and you put 8mm or VHS-C and you will see some conversions. Don't judge on the quality. One, I think I am more a professional on the way to do it, but it's not something, I am still a hobbyist. And the second is that a lot of those either film or tape were fairly old and don't have always the quality that one would wish to have a pristine movie. A lot of professionals actually, especially when it's in the movie industry, they kind of rebuild the images. So those are raw images. And perhaps the last thing that I want to say is that among all my the people that I have helped, I have also seen some people who are very interested to insert an old film video into their modern video. So they are just buying a camcorder so that they are able to film with the old film and insert it into their modern video. I think I have covered almost everything, but if additional ideas are coming to my mind, I will put them in the description below the video. And also there may be affiliate links in case you want to order some of the parts, components, so the tapes, the cable, even the camcorder that I have described here. Anyhow, I am a resource to you, and don't hesitate to ask questions below the video in the comments section. As always, thank you very much for looking at this video, and there might be also some links towards other videos that are dealing with the video filming and video recording.